Morning, friends. Katie Steinberg here. The sun is just about to come up, and just wanted to talk a little bit about rest. I know based on the title, you're probably thinking, well, of course we have to sleep some. It's not really what I mean. Just coming back from a conference about Sabbath, and this concept for my Christian friends that watch and follow, this is a commandment, right up there with don't kill and don't murder and don't steal and all of those things, right? And it's one we neglect. So if you're a person who gives any attention to that piece, your support is there. To my friends who love Jesus and like to learn about him, but maybe don't consider themselves in that category, so Jesus had a 3-year career, y'all. You know that? 3 years. I mean, based on what we can best discern from the scriptures that are provided and the documentation available, it was a 3-year vocation. And in that 3 years, yes, the man did a lot. And it's well documented that he took time to rest, that he would go away from the crowds, that he would go up the mountain, that, hey, in that 3 years, he spent a bunch of time out in the wilderness. So it's an important thing that is, one, commanded of us, and two, exemplified for us in scriptures, if those are your salient compass points. But for the rest of us, I think we ought to just know, and not rest like just sleep, but that space of peacefulness and joyfulness and delight, that what we're doing in this Sabbath rest moment is for no other purpose than ourselves, than refueling. Because rest is the birthplace of creativity. Rest is the birthplace of gratitude. Rest is the birthplace of living into our calling, of discovering who we are, of just taking a moment to observe. And when we don't do that, it's just too easy to be caught up in the hamster wheel, just running and churning and burning all the time. And it's complicated because societally we're told how good we are when we do that. If we just keep hustling, keep churning, keep going. And, I myself used to say, I'll rest when I'm dead. And all of this is striking me as very funny on a night where I didn't sleep super great either. So, but, so we do the best we can, right, friends? But this rest thing is not optional. There needs to be things in our life that aren't productive, lest we forget that our identity is not tied up in our productivity, in what we can accomplish, in how we can perform, in how many people we can care for. None of these things are our essential identity. And when we allow them to become so, we lose track of ourselves, of our worthiness, that comes from nowhere else than just that we are. And in my opinion, we are children of the divine, each one of us. How much more does my, divine parentage want rest for me than I do for my own children? I have a couple middle schoolers, and I look them in the face and say, kiddos, I don't want you to worry. I just want you to enjoy your hobbies and, get your schoolwork done and be with your friends and just be a kid. And I sort of think that might be how God sort of looks at us sometimes, like, my kids, I don't want you to worry. I want you to do the things you enjoy. I want you to rest. Get a little work done if you need to. I think that rest is the place where we get to feel sort of nestled into our divine parentage, to feel loved and to feel home. Here's I want that. My prayer for you today is that you find time for Sabbath, for rest, for joy and delight, for playfulness, for childlikeness, that you take a real Sabbath. Grace and peace, friends.